So today I'm going to be filming my 70th anniversary Grand Prix rundown. So I'm in this room, this is my dressing room, purely because it seems to be the coolest room in the house, and it's not that cool. My bedroom is cool, but the sun blares in, so it's hot with the sun on me, and I can't have my fan running because otherwise it'll affect the microphone. So I've just got to hope I don't look too sweaty, and I'm just going to try and get this video done as fast as I can. So I basically was going to film this yesterday, but it was too hot yesterday. It's still like 30 degrees today, but you know, we can deal with that. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. So I've got quite a big paragraph of notes. So my main notes are about the top three, like the main race, which was predominantly around Max, Lewis and Valtteri Bottas. So yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it. So Nico Hulkenberg was in for a second week running. Sergio Perez tested positive for coronavirus again. He's still got no symptoms, but he tested positive for a second week running. Another thing that happened in the Formula 1 world is that Racing Point got fined £400,000 and lost $400,000 or euros, and they lost 15 of their constructor points for the brake ducts. Other teams have now appealed that, as I don't think that was a harsh enough thing, but just check I'm still filming. Yeah. Okay, so qualifying, the five knocked out in Q1 were Kimi Raikkonen was last, Antonio Giovinazzi, Nicholas Latifi, Kevin Magnussen and Danny Kvyat. Danny Kvyat was actually into the top 15 to go around to Q2, but his lap time was actually deleted. So he knocked him down. It knocked Russell up into Q2 for like the third week running. So then the people knocked out in Q2 was George Russell, Romain Grosjean, Carlos Sainz, Sebastian Vettel qualified P11, P12, so it shocked me again, and Esteban Ocon then got a 3-place grid penalty for impeding George Russell on his fast lap. And then in how it finished was Norris, Albon, Charles Leclerc, Gasly, Stroll, Ricciardo, and then Verstappen was P4. He was the only one to qualify in the hard tyres. The tyres were compound softer this weekend, which meant the hard tyre this weekend was the medium tyre last weekend, the medium tyre this weekend was the soft tyre last weekend, and the soft tyre this weekend was completely ridiculous. So Verstappen was the only one to qualify in the hard tyres, which shocked me because last weekend most people did qualify in the medium tyres. So in my head I would have personally qualified on the hard tyre. So yeah. Then Hulkenberg was P3, Hamilton was second and Bottas got pole. Hulkenberg P3 was the big talk of the day. That really shocked everyone, I think. In the race, Hulkenberg got a really good start. He started the race, so you know, we've got to look at the positives. He actually ended up starting the race, which again is a big positive because his track record isn't all that good. Verstappen got a good start and got straight up into P3. He obviously was on the better of the tyres for that weekend. Vettel spun on lap 1, which again, I feel horrible saying it, but we kind of expected it from Sebastian Vettel because as much as he's an amazing 4-time world champion, he seems to be spinning a lot and his relationship with Ferrari isn't too good. Lap 14, Max's tyres were still in amazing condition compared to everyone else's. He was obviously on the hard tyres. He was in P3, closing on Hamilton and Bottas. They both had really bad tyres at this point. They'd worn the tyres out and they were both blistering, splitting. It wasn't a sight. Max was told to hold back and he said no, basically. Bottas then pitted, and then as Max was catching, Hamilton pitted, and that meant Max took the net race lead. Albon also pitted onto hard tyres, which made him pull off some good overtake moves on people like Kimi Raikkonen around Stowe. I think he'd run Gasly around there as well, and I can't remember the other one, but he did some really good overtakes in that race. By lap 22, both Mercs have already got shocking tyres. They pitted onto the hard tyre, I think. Max is still on the same set of tyres that he started in, and they're still in pretty good condition. Bottas, lap 27, Max pits onto mediums, which, yeah, they probably chose mediums because he has to use 2 different compounds of tyres, so yeah, they chose the mediums. Bottas got ahead, but within 3 or 4 corners, Max was already back past Valtteri Bottas, which again, what else do we expect from Max? Max again has the lead again. Lap 32, Ricciardo spins, which that's a shocker because you don't expect that from Daniel Ricciardo. He's just he's one of them drivers that you rarely see making mistakes. When he does make a mistake, it's really, really, really shocking. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, I hope you understand. Lap 33, Max and Bottas both pit on the same lap. Max comes out actually ahead of Bottas, which that again shocked me. I thought Bottas would end up coming out ahead. Hamilton hasn't pitted, so he then takes the lead of the race. Hamilton then pits onto hard tyres, which makes it Max in the lead, then Bottas, then Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc, might I say, pitted on like lap 14 and made them hard tyres last until the end of that race, finishing P4. I think that's mad. Like, that is, him and Max have some amazing tyre management. Hamilton overtakes Leclerc for P3, which it was inevitable with them fresh tyres. Lap 50, Hamilton and Bottas are fighting, there's no team orders. I would like to say if I was Mercedes, I would have given team orders. Like, I probably would have given team orders for Bottas to stay ahead purely because he got pole. He should have got second place because it's sort of, I don't know, it's a sticky one, but Hamilton got past Bottas. Alex Albon was still doing some mega overtakes. I can put that in my notes that Alex Albon was still doing some good overtakes. Max wins the 70th anniversary Grand Prix in the UK, which, let me tell you how disappointed I am that he won my home Grand Prix and I was sat in my house, not at Silverstone. Like, that was gutting. I was meant to be going this year. I was meant to go into a few races this year, some touring car races. Obviously Corona came and, well, Alton Park was still on. Alton Park's the closest circuit to me, full stop, apart from like karting tracks. I was meant to be going to Alton Park and it was all on for me to be going for the touring cars, and the government have now put out that you can't go to elite sports. But if I wanted to go to the GT at Donington Park this weekend, I could go to the GT, but I can't go to the touring cars. Yeah, fun. So yeah, back on this. Hamilton equals Schumacher's podium finishes. He's the one who takes the extra point for fastest lap. Max is now second in the Drivers' Championship with 77 points. Hamilton has 107 points. And Kevin Magnussen was the only retiree for the whole race with car issues. So, I just need to get the finishing order. I'll be one. The race result was Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Charles Leclerc, Alex Albon finished a strong P5, which he pitted, which put him right back to the back of the field, and then he still managed to get P5. Lance Stroll, Nico Hülkenberg, which again, that is a sticky one because Racing Point pitted Hülkenberg on like the second to last lap, and I feel like it was to get Stroll ahead, but I hope it wasn't. Then it was Esteban Ocon, Lando Norris and Danny Kvyat. They were the top 10 points finishers. Then Pierre Gasly, Sebastian Vettel was 12th, Carlos Sainz 13th, Daniel Ricciardo 14th, Kimi Räikkönen 15th, Romain Grosjean 16th, Antonio Giovinazzi 17th, George Russell 18th, Nicholas Latifi 19th, and then did not finish was Kevin Magnussen. So Hamilton did get the additional point. Magnussen also received a 5-second penalty for leaving the track and rejoining unsafely. Doesn't really matter for him because he didn't finish the race. Obviously the classification, like it says here, is subject to appeals lodged with the International Court of Appeal relating to Racing Point's use of the brake ducts, which was found to be in contravention of the sporting regulations. So teams have actually come out and gone against that. Racing Point obviously saying it's too much of a fine, which I think if you're cheating, £400,000 fines, I'll stick with it. Ferrari have come out against them, which again, ironic. Williams, McLaren and Renault, obviously Renault. McLaren have now backed out of theirs. Quite mysterious considering they're with Mercedes next year. I also think that Williams are backing out of it, obviously, yeah. So can you let me know what you think of this video? If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload. If you'd like to go and check out my social media, my Instagram and my TikTok is lilymorris_1 and my Twitter is lilymorrisf1. So yeah, I'd love for you to go and check them out. My TikTok's actually doing really, really well at the moment, so I'd love for you to go and check that out. If there's any requests for any videos, I'm going to be doing a video on the basics of racing, so what the flags mean, how a session, like a weekend runs, and the points, score, just everything basics like that for anyone wanting to get into F1. I'll be doing a basics video of racing in general, actually, because it's all to do with racing. So yeah, I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. That's my printer. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Bye.